guys, Kitty Cat here, and so we're here today doing the next part of our quest chain, you could say. So there is an end to it, and we're gonna finish it today. So we, this is all pre-recorded. I wasn't able to record the voice, so I'll go through with together and I'll explain what's going on, what's happening, and some of the little things that we ended up doing as we went on. So I did end up meeting up with my tribe members. I am working with the Teachers Game 2 tribe, and Cross is one of our members. And so he came, met me, and helped me out. I did lose my firefly in the process and all my stuff, so he's decked me out a little bit higher ranking with some tools and some weapons, and we went off and started finishing off my quests. So the quest that we left you with last time was in regards to the survival of the fittest, where we had to go and kill some of these ragus and go and raid some of their camps for urns. These ragus that we are going after are higher. They're a little bit stronger than the ones we were playing with, and they were going to be a lot stronger than the ones that we were going to do solo if we still is there. So I had a bit of a couple of accidents along the way. I got smashed in the head by a cross, not a raguth. And he ended up coming to save me anyway and res me. So downtimes are really cool. You get down the first time, you have a chance to get back up, and you'll see that a couple of times in the video. No spoilers. But if you get down and knocked down again, you have to restart and then go find your body. So what we're doing, we killed some of the ragus, and we got a lot of the urns within this camp, but not all of them. So the game's still in pre-alpha, so there's a lot of little bugs that we did come across raiding some of these camps. As you can see, it took a little while for me to open a urn, but yeah, we did manage to do that, and we got to see a lot of things on the way, because which is a lot of fun, really, a lot of fun. So as you can see, we're in a zone. It has the green, so they call it oases or green zones. So there's a lot of resources within those areas, as you can see. And yeah, so we ended up going off and going to find another camp to finish off my quest. And along the way, we did change maps, so each map is a different server. It's a little bit like Atlas in regards to that. And yeah, this part scared me the daylights out of me. I might have squealed a little, but you'll see. So we were going to find another Ragu camp, another Oasis area, and this was the easiest way down, apparently. And we had to attach ourselves. Oh my god, it was so scary, still is. Oh. For some reason, doing that doesn't actually damage your walker, so they're cool. This is a toboggan walker anyway, it's a little bit higher level than what we end up making. But they're really cool. It carries a lot of resources. It has more weight on it, I believe. And you'll notice on this toboggan here, we've got the little hooks that we can get back up on really quickly, though it took me forever to realize that to do that all the time. But yeah, that's how it helps you to get up on the toboggan or on any walker that's really quite high. And also it has these like catapult things, little arrows, so that's how we got around and did things. But as you can see, I noticed this cat-looking thing. I still, to this day, do not know what it is. If you know what it's called, please tell me down in the description. But Cross proceeded to show us how this is done and how to murder this poor little cat. Apparently, they're quite vicious. So, yeah. And this is all just to get to the next part of the quest. But I thought I would show you how you meant to kill these things. So it was to me, he wanted to eat me, so he made me walk out all the way out here. Well, he did all the hard work because I was not going to jump in with that cat, as you'll see. So yeah, it wanted to eat me, and I did not want to go and eat it. Um, so yeah, this is how you do it. Well, not that. Poor Cross, I should have cut that out. But no, he makes it the next time. So yeah, you literally just stand on top of the poor thing and beat it. Oh, I have people ask me to jump in and do it. I'm like, no, no, not happening. I'm not equipped for said acrobats yet, or ever. But you can see how, you can jump back up on the toboggan pretty easily with your grappling hook that we made in the last episode. I'm using those the walker hooks. There's no says cooldown or anything like that, so it's really quite easy to do that. It's just dipping out in the water. Yeah, so you managed to murder this little cat. Everything you kill, you can gather, and you can get resources off it, everything like that. So you'll see Perseid collecting resources off it. There's shared XP bonuses throughout it. So because I'm in their tribe, I'll get the XP that Cross gets from me. So it's shared. But, yeah, I really like his walker. I do like the one that I end up making, but we'll see. We'll get to it. Anyway, so we finally made it to another camp, which was just a little way from where the cat is, just past those barricades. And so I needed to finish off. I needed to kill one more of these, and I needed to get a couple more urns. This is easier said than done, really. There was a few ups and downs, and I might have bashed Cross in the face a couple of times. But, it's part of the process. Part of the process. So, there was lots of things around here together. You can see it's quite green and lush, and there's lots of resources around it. There's rocks and bushes for fiber. When we end up in, there's lots of wood as well. So, I had to finish off those urns, and I finally got my level, which was amazing. It's probably the longest time I spent on a quest, be honest. So, all of a sudden, so the next quest was asking us to do the firefly, which I had lost in the process, so I did have to end up making it. But prior to that, this White Walker, I think it was, it's called White Death, I think it might have been. Yeah, White Death. He really wanted to smack us around a bit. So, you can't drown, which is good. He de-aggroes off you when you're down, which is also really nice. So I was able to get out of there. But unfortunately, Cross got down the second time within the 2 minutes. And so he had to respawn and find his things. while that was happening, yeah, let's see. Oh, so I did learn how to put bandages onto my bar. Best idea ever I had. It just took me a little longer than it should have. So yeah, Monkey Boy on his way out, and I had to get aggro, and I became the little jester to keep his attention while Crust could go back in and find his body because we don't want him to lose his stuff. So yeah, I spent my time being beaten, and yeah. So nighttime came really quick. It was super dark. There's no gamma setting. I really hope they put one in. But you saw there was a really pretty moon. It's all shattered across the sky. It's really cool. But this is where we end up for quite a while to finish up a lot of my quests. So it was really nice and peaceful. Um, Lots of resources. We weren't very far from where we were. The camps were just over there a little bit, and so yeah, I had to rebuild my firefly, which in an area full of wood and fiber and everything, it was really not that hard to rebuild. So, but we spent a lot of time here, a lot of time gathering. So I'm not going to put you through all of that. So I did cut through a lot of this. So you've all seen how put down a firefly and you build it. Again, that's all I'm literally doing. I had a lot of the resources on me, so it was just a matter of putting it down and crafting it all up. Put our legs on, and then we could carry on with the rest of the quests. So the rest of the quest was to put wings on. So the wings are in the tech tree. You need to learn them using your shards again. I think the wings of the walkers are really cool. And then we just had to jump on it. Yeah, that was a really easy quest. Finally got it done. But yeah, making your first walker is really simple. Follow the quest lines, you'll get there. This one literally just wanted me to open the world map. So, and that was it. There was another level just for opening my world map. It was so funny. But it's just showing you where things are, what you're looking at, so you know where you are. So definitely your world map is very interesting. It is just the M key and then open world map at the top. That XP came actually from Cross, for he was collecting and building a lot of things, so that's why I got another level for that. So as I said, we got the shared XP. So it wanted me to put the get all my gear, and I actually just threw my gear down. So I actually went back and picked it up. So yeah, it hadn't expired yet, and I don't think it does, but I'm not sure. There's no like timer or anything on it that I can see. But I believe there is some sort of deterioration items that are placed. So I need to add that in the latest patch. So yeah. So it just wanted me to put all my stuff back on. It was literally the whole quest. Which you already had, and because Cross gave me further up gear, I just put my gear back on it and complete the quest. So you already have that stuff. Just be mindful of that. Don't throw it away yet. So this one was an interesting quest. You had to make some of this vision powder. We needed cactus fruit, but we weren't close to any cactus fruit. But I will show you cactus fruit later on in the video. So I didn't get to make it, but it's pretty easy. You just go to a campfire and the recipe's there. But Cross had some on him. You can actually get vision powder out of collecting those urns in the Ragroof camps. So we had some. So I went up and I got some. But the quest is pretty cool. I just opened the chest and like voila, I got the quest. So, you wanted me to learn. The next quest was to make another walker, which is the dinghy walker. The dinghy walker is my second walker that I have made, and I will be using probably for a little bit longer. But I didn't use much. We just built it this time around. So this was fun. This was a cool quest. It was a little bit funny. You had to take the vision powder to even put the dinghy walker down. Yeah, so there's a lot of jokes about that. We won't go into it. This is for YouTube. But yeah. So I had to do a lot of gathering, and I was like saying how I had to gather over 1,000 wood, and Cross is there like saying you'll need more later on, kind of thing. It's like the resource, you need a lot of resources. So this is me being under the influence of the powder. Just so I could place down the dinghy. Anyway, so I built it, and this was the process. The process took a really long time. There was a lot of gathering involved. Cross had a lot of resources for me to borrow, but I think I went through all of his wood and then some. And so, yeah, it's a lot of gathering. A couple little red goose kept on falling down that cliff, so I think we had to kill about 3 in total, so there wasn't too many. It was a pretty safe-ish area that we were in. Yeah, this is his little house, his little hut. And I'll talk more about that in a little while. You'll see. There you can see I stole most of his resources. So definitely can do this solo. It may take you a little longer than it took me. For me, it took us about just over 2 hours. This recording was. and that was just doing the quests, and that was with help with Cross as well. We did travel a long way between different places, so I'm like not where you see, but yeah, I don't think it would take you too long. There's a couple of resources that you'll need, but you can get them from the Regu camps. Yeah, like that was one of the resources. We do see some type of cloth, which you can either buy or, I mean, make, or get them from the Regu camp. So this was my dinghy. Yay! And it took me a lot longer to work out how to drive it than it should have. Yeah. So there was my dinghy. I was really pleased with it, actually. It's kind of cool. It's a lot bigger than my Firefly, that's for sure. But it's still a lot smaller than the toboggan that's behind me. So yeah, it was time to upgrade everything. Say farewell to our Firefly. He wanted me to do the campfires and stuff, which I already had done previously. So I literally just quickly did all that. It was a matter of just jumping on it to refresh the quest pretty much. I didn't even have to make anything, to be honest. But yeah, you just transfer your fire and everything over to the dinghy, and you're literally learning how to keep your possessions safe. And you can do this with every one of the walkers, and yourself. So I just had to pick up a few things, a few items, pack them away, and so you can put your gear into the gear slot. As you can see, it took a little while to work that out. So you can put up below your clothes you're wearing and your tools and your weapons over in the gear slot. You can actually upgrade your gear slot and your cargo hold, obviously, in your water, which we did in the last episode. So that is the options to do. And I just quickly made a tool so I could upload with it. It was one of the part of the quests for me, so it wasn't hard to make that. Yeah. And then I had to fill it up with water, and I needed the 40 water. So Crest was very nice. He had a ton of water for me, so I just filled it up. And then I had to learn to upload it. So uploading did take me a lot longer than it should have to work out how to do it. Couldn't work out why I couldn't do it here. Took me a little while to realize that I was too close to my other Ida walker and to Chris's walker, so you had to take it a little way. It wasn't too far away, and then I was able to transfer to lobby. So you stand on it to transfer, and you can actually jump off it once you've hit the transfer to lobby. So I jumped off it and I walked away, and so it actually went to the lobby, and I did not. I could stay where I was, which is really good to know. It doesn't actually explain that in the quest, which, well, it kind of does, but it doesn't. So, but yeah, that's it. You just stand on it, transfer the lobby, jump off it, and that goes poof. And it goes up and gets uploaded. So anything you put in the cargo hold will stay in the toboggan, or the walker, I should say, and it all goes up, gets uploaded. And you can also upload yourself, which is really good to know. So my next one is actually, I get to make my own little base like Cross has. So you sell his big base. I get to make a little one. So it did take a a long time to do this one, only because there's so much resources I had to gather. But yeah, once we had all the resources, it was really easy to make. So I had to unlock it in the tech tree. Again, it took me a lot longer than it should have. But I got there in the end. And we just yeah, so we unlocked the sand base, which is the light wood base, which is what we needed to learn. It's more that the quests seem to not give you so much details of like press the B button for build, or press the C button, or press the O button to get in your tech tree. And it stopped doing that. And yes, you got to learn how to do the game, obviously. So it was just, doing that to me, and I was very slow. So a lot of trees, a lot of bushes, a lot of everything, just so I can make um, 4 foundations and a door and some walls. Apparently, I didn't need ceilings on my base. While I was building this, Cross ended up putting some hooks on my walker so I could get up there, so those climbing hooks, so I could get up onto it a little bit easier. He was also helping me upgrade all the cargo hold and everything as well, so he managed to do that for me while I was doing it. That's not part of the quests at all. And if it was, all you do is just jump onto your walker and it would update for you. So the tech tree, as you get higher level, shards became a little bit harder to get and find. There is a way to farm them, and that will be shown a little bit later. And so each people in the tribe, we all have a different area of what we do or what we're going to upgrade. So yeah, so this was the way to pack your base, so you can have your own little base. And you had to get close enough, and you press the button on it, and you actually pick it up, put it in. And you can see Cross's one over there that I've been going in and out. It has a whole pile of chests all lined up along the wall, but everything within that base also gets packed up as well. You can't access it once it's packed. You have to access it once it's unpacked, but still, it's a really cool thing. So I really, really enjoy doing that and having a little house. I can't wait to make a bigger one. Anyway, so this was actually the second last quest that we had, and it was the trading one. So once we were all ready, Cross asked me to. We uploaded my toboggan, so I didn't have to drive it around. My toboggan, my dinghy, and we went on his, and we had to go for a little bit, and we got to see some things along the way, so I'll point them out. But we had to go to a trade center, so there's little trade centers on each of the maps, which is really nice. And along in the desert part, so not the Oasis part, but in the desert parts, there's all these ruins, so they're all walker ruins. There's lots of things in there. There's boxes that Cross has tethered to. You'll see in a moment. But also on the wreckages, there's a large chest and a bag. And I proceed to help collect those things. And you'll see. So these things have lots of different resources in it. Your basic resources like wood and fiber and some other little drops and things. But the main thing is what you're looking for are the fragments. Those fragments are really important. Those fragments are what you use to upgrade and learn things from your tech tree. And I don't know much about it, but I'm still learning. With these fragments, you have to craft them into what's known as a tablet. These tablets unlock even further things within your tech tree and much higher stuff as well. I don't know much about it, so once I do, I will definitely show you in a future video. But for me, fragments are the things I want. We did a lot of these gathering and collecting of these walkers. It was really quite interesting, actually quite fun to just see what's around for a game that's so almost desolate, like because it is, you know, almost post-apocalyptic. It's actually really pretty. There's so many things that you can see, you can do. There's a bit of a grind when it comes to collecting those fragments, but that is the game. And we're on a medium map, so there's 3 types of maps. There's the easy, medium, and hard. Hard maps are very hostile. Medium maps not so much, but the hard maps also have a lot more resources in it. So a lot of people are on there. We were on a medium map, so we didn't have so much hostility. The map that we usually play on is quite hostile, but I wasn't on there, and we didn't get into any PvP around this time, so which is really nice. I didn't really want to do the PvP yet. Not ready for that. So yeah, Chris showed us how you do these big chests. So wait, you have to pull them around. So as it says, it's a ballista. And yeah, so I was able to collect the little bag. But what you need to do is drag this around and actually break it on something. So he breaks it on what it was beside, and I got a ton of fragments out of it. According to people, you can get up to about 24 fragments per these chests, so there was a really, really good way to farm for fragments. And here is our little stop before our trade center. This was the cactus fruits that we needed for that vision powder. They're up here. And I had a little bit of fun doing this. Maybe? No? The first one and 2 are okay, but I had a little bit of little issues along the way. But I learnt a lot. I learnt how to use my grapple a lot better. And I learnt that also stat points are very important. And why I dropped so far, I don't know. I learned a little bit more about your bandages. So as you'll see, I'll hurt myself again. I'll use my bandage because I was very good at hurting myself. So you see the health bar is all red and it's gone down. So when you use a bandage, so these are better bandages, definitely something you need to learn. The red is more a light colored red, and the longer you leave it, it'll get darker, and you can see it ticking up slowly. So if you're in no white, you can't reuse another bandage. You have to wait until that's all been all ticked up, and so you don't take more damage during that time, or it'll be bad. You'll see. So everything was giving me XP, which is really great. Gravity. What can I say? My health was still in the white, so I just used a bandage and I get knocked down. But this is also the point that I learned, stat points. Very, very important. I hadn't been putting any stat points in. My one and big only mistake. Guys, listen, put in your stat points when you get them. Every time you level up, you'll get stat point or more. Put them in. very safe. So I was very close to death. But I didn't die. I didn't have to respawn. But yeah. I'm not good. I'm not good at games. I had 28 set points and I only had a couple in. So mhm, yeah. So I had to do I did that. So I just kind of evened it out. I don't think I really want that much mobility. Mobility is like your speed. Um, I think my stamina is the green bar, so we want a lot of stamina. Using your grapple hook uses up your stamina. So if you do a lot of grapple, you'll need that stamina up there. Melee damage, well, I thought I'd need that because I need to hit people over the head with it. And health is obviously your health, the little red bar. So very important also to have. Anyway, off we went after we collected a whole pile of cactus fruit, and in front of us is the actual trade center. So I love these trade centers. I love how they've done them. I think they're really amazing looking. So yeah, when I first spawned on a map, you can choose where you want to spawn, and the trade centers are usually a place to spawn. I don't know if all trade centers are the same, but within this trade center itself, you get 15 minutes of PvE, so you can't be attacked, which is really nice. So this is the trade center. As I had already logged out over here. It's not safe to log out on the map. Not at all. People can kill you, raid you, and take all your stuff. And as I said, and what we did before, you can just upload yourself and your walker. So it's really safe to do that. Yeah, this sleeping body. So trading, you get to floss, which is the currency, which helps you buy and trade. So it is definitely player um, commodities. So players put up the prices or puts them down, and yeah, so this is what you're doing, is all play based, which is really cool. I thought I'd just sell a little bit because it's part of my quest is to sell or buy. So I sold a little bit of cactus, which is technically water. So I was selling my water. Probably wasn't the best idea, but hey, I needed to do something, so I sold a little bit and I got a little bit of floss for it. I'll explain floss a little bit later on, well, in another video, because that goes into more with the walker, and I really wanted to just finish up my quests today, and I just wanted to go through the rest of this tutorial with you guys. And this was my last quest was farewell, and the way to finish it, because we were in the trade center, because it's the PvE, we needed to leave the just the small area around. So yeah, we got back on, there's trading, we headed out. And yeah, we completed the quest and that was it. And that is the quest line. That is all. Done and dusted. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that sub button or that like button if you haven't already. And thanks so much. But as always, guys, have fun, be safe, and well,